Welcome, world.
We live, baby. Yeah.
Welcome to Old Navy.
Welcome to Old Navy.
So you remember that movie?
Yeah,
Hey,
Norbit.
Dave?
That's Dave. I said Norbit. Wow.
Nah, it wasn't Norbit, son.
It was
Dave.
Dave.
Was it Meet Dave or Dave?
It was Meet Dave.
Yeah.
Alright.
Well, you want to act like you was just jamming or something? Boom, 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 boom. Now we're just gonna start this off nice and normal and natural.
Oh, natural.
What up, though?
What's poppin', blood?
Not much, man. Chilling like a villain named Krillin, but you know he be dying in the New York City Minute.
That's what's up.
That kind of rhyme, right?
It
A little bit.
I feel you. But we here. Welcome to episode 10.
This is 10. Yes.
This is 10.
10 of them. 1 of
10
them,
of
2 of
them.
them, 3 of them, 4 of them, 5 of them, 6 of them, 7 of them, 8 of them, 9 of them, 10 of them.
Yes! Welcome to episode 10. Today's episode is going to be named We Bodied. Say that.
Lit Brothers Podcast?
Lit Brothers. The Lit Brothers Podcast. Listen, I'm fucked up.
This is going to be one of those funny episodes where we in just,
This is juice.
apple juice. Adult apple juice. Always and forever.
But glad for y'all to join us. How you been, Dante?
I have been, since the last episode, I've been good.
Mm-hmm.
Ain't nothing really much to complain about.
Mm-hmm.
I could. There's things to complain about, but nothing I ain't got a handle on. I'm chilling.
That's what's up.
Yeah, bro, I'm trying to see if something exciting happened. That's why I'm like doing these long pauses, but nothing I could think of.
Like what?
Nothing that's exciting. Not that it's not exciting, it's just, like I've been going to my rehearsals, doing my things for acting, just trying to build everything. Little crumbs here and there. I'm trying to get everything together, but it's nothing exciting. But it's like once you see the final product and it's like, oh, I like that. It's all the boring stuff you got to do before you get to the final product.
And this is for the web series?
Yes, web series and a stage play that I'm doing. The web series is probably going to be shooting more so like in the next coming months. Mm-hmm. The stage play itself will have more of like a run, so we'll be doing like a couple days out of a week, and that'll be more so in 2022. So I'll give more updates as I get closer to that. Yeah.
You guys gonna do a Broadway show on Frederick Douglass? Y'all can call it Douglas. And instead of rapping, y'all can just R&B sing on.
You know what?
Douglas.
Just why? Oh, this episode is going to be interessante to say the least. Because this man to my right, and depending on how you look at it, maybe it's to the left. I don't know if it's like the mirror image. This man is, he's good. He's good. He's good. That's what we'll say.
Listen, oh man,
he's good.
I'm toe up to the flow up.
All right, he said it, not me.
Listen.
So if anything sounds ridiculous or far-fetched, prepare for an apology video. Yeah, the words that I said, I didn't mean those. Prepare for one of those kind of videos from this guy.
I ain't gonna say nothing crazy, but
no. But how you been before we get into it? How you been?
I've been good, man. The week has been great. Mm-hmm. As always, blessed and highly favored.
Absolutely, any day above the ground is a good day.
Hallelujah. But other than that, I ain't got much to complain about. There was some shit that I saw online that kind of rubbed me the wrong way, and I wanted to speak on that. Mm-hmm. And I think that's what today's episode should be centered around. Not the exact situation, but everything that revolves around that situation, because I think it's wrong.
What are you referencing?
If y'all don't know what I'm talking about my man PJ.
PJ, living in the projects, living in the PJs.
Brittany got him good.
Nah, but that. See, the only thing is, she got him good because he's dumb. He
was young, bro.
Bruh, she literally walked up to him, gun in hand, said, "You see this? If I pull the trigger, you'll get really, really hurt." And he said, oh, "Okay, cool." She says, "So can I pull the trigger at you?" And he goes, "Yeah, you can do it." And everybody, I don't feel bad for him. So
listen,
I'm sorry.
I get what you're saying, but hit me up.
I'm gonna listen to you.
Hit me up.
As always. I give you your opportunity to speak, but
Alright, put yourself in the situation. Alright? You're fresh out of high school.
Okay.
17. You're going to one of the most prestigious major D1 schools in the land. Right? While you're at that school, somebody who's known on social media because of how fucking good she looks.
And for being a hoe, but go ahead.
Is throwing it at you. But you're 17. As a 17-year-old D, what you gonna do?
Oh, I'm gonna hit. But
No. You're 17. I want to keep emphasizing that. This girl basically not plays you, but she manipulates you for about like a year. And then ups and decides that we're together. But you know how you feel about her. And at this point, you're 19, but this girl is 29? How you feel about that? As much as you want to say, oh, you don't feel bad about him because he should have known better, he was a kid still.
So, bruh, counter argument.
Yes.
My man's not, he don't work at McDonald's, right?
No.
He works for a company, an organization in the NBA making millions of dollars,
Yes.
which means he probably has people in his corner to tell him right from wrong, as young people would have. And even if he doesn't, I know this nigga's on Instagram. And if you want me to say that I feel bad for somebody who watches a sign that says, don't feed the bear, and you go and feed the bear, why am I going to feel bad? Because you're young? Bruh, the sign says, don't feed the bear. Why would you go feed the bear?
If you're familiar with any of these motherfuckers from this younger generation, they don't listen.
So why do I feel bad if you got to learn a hard lesson?
I'm not saying you should feel bad. I'm not saying you should feel bad, but to like, for what she did, so fucked up.
Oh, absolutely. We are going to agree on that. That's not. But in the same regard, am I surprised that it happened?
Not one bit.
I'm not surprised in the least bit. I'm not surprised. I'm not shocked. When I heard about it, I said, well, she got somebody. Yo, she literally told y'all, get athletes. They're dumb. Again, because some people can also try to say like, oh, well, you know, like you just said, he was young and, you know, she was throwing it at him and all these things. But, bruh, let me counter argue that to you. Remember your 17-year-old self.
Okay.
Imagine someone of like porn star caliber, because that's essentially what Britney is. Imagine your favorite porn star who was like 10 years older than you at that time.
Hi, Jada.
And she threw it at you.
I'm taking that.
Cool.
But that's my point.
Now years go on or whatever the case happens to be. Would you still think, based on all the evidence that you have about what's going on, that all of a sudden she's just up and changed?
If it's Jada, yeah.
See, and that's why I don't feel bad, because
it's funny that I made that joke. It's funny that I made that joke because at the same time, that's probably what he was thinking. It's Brittany fucking Renner. She looks so good and everybody wants her. Why would I turn that up? But if you see her dating history, a lot of dudes passed her up because they saw it for what it was. She was only out here trying to get a buck. But like my point being is, when you got somebody that caliber that's at this point stalking you, because he's not from Kentucky, but she was in Kentucky all the time at his games.
Yeah, okay.
That shit is crooked because you know deep down you don't really want this guy, but you allow him to impregnate you and you carry the seed. So now that seed has to go through his entire life knowing that his parents don't A, get along, or B, they from two different worlds, C, they just both ain't shit. Why would you do that?
Because there are some trash on both parties, but right now we speaking all women. There's some trash women in the world. Like I'm not saying all women think like this, but there are women who think like this. In the sense of like, what can he provide? What can I get from him? What can I get off real quick? My man's got an 18-year sentence at the bare minimum, son. The bare minimum, son.
18 years.
And when I tell you, box is great. I ain't gonna hold you. But bruh, 18 years is a long time.
Long ass time.
To be taking on, was it 200 grand, son?
That shit ain't worth it.
200 grand. And bro, that's if he stays in the league long enough to keep up with those payments. Because somebody of her caliber is definitely going to sit up here and go, you know what I want? I need a little bit more money to still do the stuff that I want to do. Which again, don't hate the player, hate the game, bro. Listen, you all know what it is. She's shown you what it is. Mama, do what you gonna do. Like, I'm not gonna sit up here and say that she's the most evil person in the world. I'm just saying what she did was trash as fuck. I don't have an excuse for it. It's mad trash. But if I'm gonna sit up here and be surprised that she did it, absolutely not. Absolutely not.
I mean, 200K is 200K, but that shit's crazy.
Son, 200K is too damn much for... I get it. Weren't they married briefly or something like that too?
I'm not too sure.
Or if they were just like in a together kind of relationship. Bruh, to me, I hear what you're saying. He's young and, impressionable, if you will. But, yeah, I hear you. I hear you. But to me, it just doesn't make sense. Like, I get it. But nobody said nothing. You ain't got a best friend, a boy that came up to you and said, yo, bruh, I know you think it's everything, but son, look at what she said. And it's not like she was drunk when she said it.
She really has proof of that. But
this was a very coherent person saying this out loud, laughing about it, son.
I get it.
And
I've heard this part of the story before, and I've always gotten it. I just think still, like, damn, bruh, it didn't have to be him. And now she's not even letting him see the kid.
Son,
that's fucked up.
But again, are we surprised?
Not really.
Yo, and my whole thing is, I guess why I don't feel bad is also because, again, I don't speak on everybody else's situation, but I've dealt with my fair share of people who you thought would change for you kind of thing. When you think about it, listen to it. You are expecting another person to change a behavior that they find to be okay for you. Now, I know I find myself to be special. I love myself. But if I'm expecting another person to find me as special as I find myself, or hold me to a caliber where they can go, you know what I'm done doing? This bullshit. If you want me to believe that, son, I no longer. I used to when I was young and dumb. But after I look at it in retrospect, it's like, nah, bruh, it's like you knew, but you chose not to look, or you chose not to see it, son. I don't know what you want me to tell you, bruh.
I mean, I get it. I definitely get it, and I understand why you feel like, all right, well, I shouldn't feel sorry for him, but I don't know. I guess it's just more me having the heart, because it's like, damn, bro, imagine that shit happening to you. Like,
hey, listen. One thing life has taught me is you gonna get these lessons. Oh, you gonna get these lessons, bro.
You gonna catch these hands.
You gonna catch these lessons, bro.
You gonna give me that butt, Chris.
Yo, son, don't make me ruin the butt, Chris.
Oh, I'm a warrior. Anyway, and the reason I wanted to bring this up because this happens a lot. We was talking on Twitter about this, and it sucks that like 99.9% of domestic cases, whether they're violence or divorces, yada yada yada, the judges always almost side with the females because it's in their DNA to be like, all right, well, he's such a brute, or blah blah blah. So it's like they constantly go against the male. So he put himself in a bad situation because did you hear the story? She filed for divorce on this nigga in the middle of the night. Oh
yeah, son. Like I said, I know everything that she did for me personally was trash, and if I was him, I would definitely feel terrible.
Imagine waking up in the morning like, I'm gonna go hug my wife, and then she'd be in the kitchen like, I ain't your fucking wife, bruh.
But my whole thing is, again, that would be, honestly, I get what you're saying. Like, if I think about it from a standpoint of like how I would feel, oh, bro, that would, if I thought I was in love with a person and they did that to me, oh, absolutely, I would feel like shit. Let's be honest. But when I think about it in retrospect, like when I think about it after the fact, it's like, yes, I can be mad and it is messed up and I wish it wouldn't have happened, but it's like, you should have known. You should have known.
You should have known.
You should have known.
When it comes to the door again.
When I tell you now. But no, I'm just saying, like, for me personally, like I said, it's not that I don't have a heart. It's not that I'm like, trying to be this hard ass or whatever the case is. It's just, as people, like people in general, we got to be more aware of situations. Like, and when you getting yourself into situations or you're getting into something that, you know, air quote, went bad, you know what I'm saying? Don't blame another person, or don't say like, oh, this person is the reason why this happened. Like, because at the end of the day, you accept what you accept, bruh.
Thanks.
I'm never going to sit up there and tell myself to hate a person because I made a decision to do something. You know, like if I knew how somebody moved and I tried to change their behavior or thought that they had changed their behavior, that's naivete, bruh. We can't do that. We can't do that, son.
You can't. And I like your approach to that because it makes sense. And, you know, it helped me understand it a little bit more because it's like, I've been going through the whole week like this motherfucker. He better ball out season because he gonna need every dime of that.
All I'm saying is, yo, son, 18 at the bare minimum, son.
Listen,
18 years?
That shit crazy.
18 years? The craziest part, if it found out 18 later that it wasn't even his. That'd be wild, wouldn't it?
Why would you say that?
Wouldn't that be wild, son?
Why would you say that?
Listen, I'm not saying that really happened. I'm not saying that really happened, but hey. Wilder things have happened. People say they seen Bigfoot and stuff like that. So, you know, I'm just saying. That's all.
You probably really believe that stupid shit, too. Bigfoot coming.
Hey, listen, people have said that there is proof, evidence that Bigfoot is real. Yeah. I'm not one of those individuals because I've never seen Bigfoot. I don't believe in them. But some people say he exists, you know. You believe in the tooth fairy?
Yeah.
I did for a little bit. Until I realized that, like, why is the tooth in the back not worth as much as the teeth in the front?
And it will hurt you just as equal if you ever.
But what I'm saying is, like, you know, like the teeth in the back tend to be bigger or wider than the teeth in the front. So it's like, shouldn't I make more money? But I didn't think about it like that as a kid. It's just now that I'm an adult, it's like I should have thought about that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, maximize your bonds.
Yeah, you feel me?
Wu-Tang Clan ain't nothing to fuck with.
Wu-Tang Clan. Son, I don't know if we got a chance to touch real quick on the verses.
Yes.
We talked on that, right?
We did.
Yeah. I'm glad we did.
My boy Jada.
Check that out on episode 9. Absolutely.
My boy Jada came and shooed it.
Absolutely.
Showed out.
Absolutely, son.
But I wanted to speak on the PJ Washington thing because I feel like if a lot more younger athletes be able to wean those type of girls out, they will understand it. I think for the most part, he was just like on some, everybody want her. They will be mad when I got her. That's not how you go about shit, you know? If everybody want her, you got her, but oh well, that's they loss. And just move on about your business. Because whatever is for you will always be for you. Did I say that right?
Yeah. Sounds about right.
You feel me? You ain't gonna have to argue, fight, remind, none of that. There's always gonna be a little setting behind it, but like, all right, I got you. Shut up. We fighting at SummerSlam.
What? Maybe I didn't hear that correctly. I have no idea if that took a left turn or not, but all I heard was you say something about SummerSlam. And it made sense at first, and then you said something about SummerSlam. So
because in my brain, that made sense.
Okay. Well, as long as it made sense to somebody, that's the most important thing to remember is that it made sense to somebody, you know. And this is sponsored by Memory Techniques. Always remember to use them to file.
Why we talking? Yo, shout out to our boy Leon, bro.
Oh, big facts, big facts. Cheers. Clank, clank.
OT the Linus.
You know what I'm saying?
Our boy.
Shout out our boy Leo. He out here doing big things. Big things are going.
You know what's dope about our friend group? All of us is doing successful things in life. Ain't none of us out here on no bullshit, and it's always been like that. And that shit is so dope that 9 young black men could be out here thriving. We not just succeeding, we're thriving.
Talk about it.
Thriving. And that shit is so fucking dope.
Talk about it.
So, cheers to that.
Cheers to that. Clank, clank.
But, to get back on topic, you women need to stop doing that shit to good men. Alright?
Some of y'all. Most.
Child support.
I'm going to go with most.
Child support is meant to help the child. If I'm in your life taking care of your kid.
You mean to tell me She doesn't need $200,000
No, the fuck she did
for
not.
Damages. Let me not do that.
She started this shit.
Let me not do
If
that.
you can get divorced from somebody in the middle of the night, that's some shit you had premeditated.
Son, first of all, premeditated, bruh. Premeditated was showing up to this man's college games. That's what's premeditated,
Yeah.
bruh. The reason why I'm sitting up here saying I'm not shocked is because I promise you, this was her entire plan.
The entire plan.
Because she don't got to deal with him no more. She got what she needed,
She got what she
and then she's still out here.
She got exactly what she wanted after.
You know, she got a book talking about all the shit she did.
Listen,
I ain't personally read it.
what
I don't really subscribe to them books.
What pissed me off is being that she is in the limelight. There's a reason why niggas will let somebody that look that good go.
Mm-hmm.
If she,
okay, guys will let that.
You feel me?
I thought you was talking
Because-
from a woman's perspective.
no, from a dude's perspective. Because it's like, why I'm gonna sit up there and waste my time with you if I see all these people walking away from you?
Mm-hmm.
At that point, it clearly has to be something you're doing wrong. You know, but people don't look at it that way. And
Nah, son, look at J-Lo, son. She be having the mans. She be having the mans, bruh.
Bro, how you go back to somebody you haven't dated in 18 years? That
Hey,
shit crazy,
son.
bro.
Yo, it's a cycle, bro. You go like this. Boop, 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 boop. And then you come back to the start of the cycle.
It's a circle.
It's a circle.
It's a circle.
It's not a square. It's a circle.
Love is wrong like a circle. But man, all that shit crazy. And then just my thing is, if the father's in the kid's life, taking care of him, doing everything that he needs to do as a dad, what would possess you to be like, all right, I'm taking you to court, together or not? Like, that's some shit you just don't do.
We call that being vindictive.
Like,
That's crazy.
I was reading some meme today, and the meme is
It's pronounced meme.
You see how I pause? Anyway, I was looking at this meme earlier, and the meme was like, look, that dumbass joke made me forget that shit. So, the meme was like,
Son.
there's this guy who's giving the mom $183 every month, no question, no child support, no nothing. He just felt like he needed help as all as he can with his kid and the kid's mother, right? Boom. She listening to her girlfriends and gets greedy. They like, yo, take him to court, you can get more. So she takes him to court. Guess what happened? Judge is like, you gotta pay less.
Damn.
So she done fumbled the bag being greedy. Stop
Get rid,
being
partner.
greedy.
Give it to the needy.
Give it to the needy. Where's me touching? Don't make me wait. Fuck around, I'ma bite you. Snatch me, please.
Hey, R.I.P. R.I.P.
I pray to God.
So don't start.
That's my shit.
I was about to say, you gonna get started, son.
Y'all been eating long enough. Now stop being greedy. Keep it real, partner. Give it to the needy. Where's me touching? Don't make me wait. Fuck around, I'ma bite you. Snatch the plate.
Her.
Rest in peace, damn it. But, you know, just to close it off, Brittany Renner ain't shit. She still look good as fuck. But,
Check.
and I don't think no one looks that good to just be dealing with that type of heartache. Because have you seen his stories? He's been posting stories about how much he missed his son. And then he was posting subliminals, like songs that basically say baby mamas ain't shit. He was posting a lot of songs like that.
I do feel bad about the missing your kid part. That part I can feel bad about because the kid didn't do anything. That's why I hate that
Not a
shit, because
thing.
the child hasn't done anything. The child didn't ask to be here. The child was just chilling wherever the child's entity was at that time, or spatial, spirit was chilling.
Chilling.
And then it just got popped into the real world, into this situation. And little do we know what's going on behind closed doors, because we don't know the situation.
We don't. I just hope.
We do know what comes to light, though, and that's why we can talk about that shit now.
And that light bright as fuck. But
Shine bright like a diamond.
I felt like this episode was
Like
good.
a diamond.
I'm bodied.
Yes, you are, son. Let the bodies hit the floor. Let the bodies hit the floor.
If y'all listen to this and I ramble, don't mind me. I'm okay.
His name's Rambler. That's his nickname.
My name is Jeff.
My name's Jeff.
My name's Jeff.
My name's Jeff. All right, y'all. Well, on that note, y'all can make sure to like, follow, subscribe, Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, Educated Brothers Podcast,
iHeartRadio,
and
Spotify,
Apple Podcasts too. Don't forget.
Ratata.
I hate you. I really do. And I'm upset that I kept it going. But on that note, sucker.
Why gotta be all that?
Because you gots to be.
Oh my god.
I hate you.
That's not right, bro.
Love them, hate you.
I love you too, bro.
Nah, I didn't say that. Those were my exact words.
Love. So many things I gotta tell you.
Alright, y'all.
But I'm afraid I don't know how. Cause there's a possibility.
This wasn't planned.
You look at me different.
I wish he'd stop.
Love.
And I know that y'all are gonna keep watching this and go, well, why did you guys stop this recording?
Cause the moment
I gotta sit through this nonsense,
knew
y'all are too.
By you being in my life, things were destined to change in love.
Hopefully we actually have an episode 11, because I don't know if I'll be here for that one.
Those are the things.
So on that note, ladies and gentlemen, y'all stay safe out here in these streets.
Love.
And if you run into this fool, walk the other way, please and thank you.
Those who have faith sometimes.
Alright, y'all, be safe. Deuces.